Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for a Sunday afternoon watch along. There's two dearly departed teams playing. It's West Ham versus Leeds at 2 p.m. and Liverpool versus Brentford. But we are 89 minutes into Hull versus Stoke. It's Hull 0, Stoke 2. So odds on a Stoke victory in this one. My apologies, I've literally just got in the door. So we're joining now for those of you who wanted to see the Hull Stoke game covered. Let's just throw up what has gone on down in Hull. So 2-0 there. Jacob Brown and Tom Ince, of course, a former Hull City player, are the goal scorers there. We can bring you a live league table, but where we may as well call it a league table because you wouldn't see Hull scoring 2 goals in stoppage. Some strange things have happened, of course. So Stoke are going to be moving up to 8th. You can see both Coventry and Forest won yesterday. Stoke going on to 38 points. They're going to be 4 points off the playoffs, chasing Huddersfield and Middlesbrough for that 6th position. Hull, speaking of 6, are still in the bottom 6. Down there, little gap. Look at Derby off the bottom, tremendous stuff. But Hull remain in the bottom 6. And yeah, that prophecy we had about the big 4 wins for Hull, 2 draws, we are now getting defeats again for Hull. And this will be 3 in a row as they go into 4 minutes of stoppage time. But once that's done, we will focus fully on the dearly departed, which means West Ham versus Leeds, which is the TV game on Sky, and Liverpool versus Brentford will be on at the same time. So I don't know if anyone's able to watch that and can keep us clued in with what's going on there. That would be a fine thing too. So let me know. You can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Do say hello. We will say some hellos in the comments. By the way, if you have been watching this one, Hull Stoke, give me a little brief match review. And of course, at half time, so about 2:45, if you want to bookmark that, we'll do a bit of Q&A and we can talk about stuff that happened yesterday. Remember, we will be back for the review at 7 p.m. Okay, so we'll be talking about everything championship-wise later on. Welcome, Andy, Millwall, AJ, Ewan, Anir, Iain, welcome, Alistair, Claire, Mark, Oliver. Let's just bang through these. Sorry, we'll get everything clicked on. There we go. Right, woof. So Grant McCann is just checking his watch and they've nearly finished. Hull 0, Stoke 2. What we will do in the meantime is just pop our focus. Do you know what? We'll go to Brentford, Liverpool first, and then we can really give our full undivided attention to Leeds and their visit to West Ham as we go through the afternoon. So Brentford visiting Anfield, always an easy task. There is your Brentford team, still without David Raya. So Fernandez in goal. Aja is in. I think he returned in the last game, didn't he? Janssen, Pinnock, Henry and Roslev are the wing-backs. I'm just seeing DiMaggio Wright-Phillips has been named man of the match for Stoke. He's been substituted off. He's having a good old chat now. Youngster, he's not learned to put his hand in front of his mouth like all the footballers do when they talk. So probably being lip read as we speak. Right. Janelt, Norgard, Baptiste, central midfield for Brentford, and Mbuemo and Tony up top. So strong-looking Brentford team there, but look who they're up against. Although some people did conclude with Liverpool in their game against Arsenal that maybe the 2 most important players aren't there. They're off at AFCON playing for Senegal and Egypt. Alisson in goal for Liverpool. Trent and Robertson, brilliant fullbacks. Van Dijk and Matip. Jones, Fabinho, Henderson. So really, really strong. But no Salah and no Mane. So Jota, Firmino and Oxlade Chamberlain. Let's look at the table. So maximum upside for Liverpool is they go into second position. It could go to 45 points. They'll still be 11 off runaway leaders Man City. Brentford, look at that, could go to 10th. They could really fly up the table with what would be an unlikely win up at Anfield. Get your thoughts on that. You can see today we are sponsored by Football 365 and Betfair. So let's just check in with our friends at Betfair on this game. How do I do that? One sec, sorry. Bosh, there we go. And you should be able to see up on your screen, Liverpool 4-1 on. You can imagine. I'd imagine that would have been even more fanciful had Salah and Mane be playing full-time at Hull, by the way. Hull 0, Stoke 2 is a full-time. Brentford, if that's your afternoon tipple, anyone fancy 11-1? Brentford to win at Anfield, 11-1. Some few fun ones on the odds boost there. Of course, as ever, please gamble responsibly. Only gamble what you can afford. BeGambleAware.org, 18 plus only. And do let me know what's going on in your FPL teams for that one. Their players are just applauding the fans now. The game is over at Hull. And Stoke, I can see Phil Jagielka. Did he really expect to be winning at Hull for Stoke City? What a bit of a whirlwind few days for him. Right, let's check in on Leeds. And, of course, Leeds did visit West Ham last week in the FA Cup. And they're doing it all over again. We had a couple of games like that, didn't we? Bristol City and Fulham played each other as well. I think there was 2 or 3 where it was the same game in the FA Cup third round as it was a week later in the league. Bear with me. So I'm just going to flip the channel so we get on to the correct coverage. Or am I already on the right channel? I think I might be, you know. There we go. Live Renault Super Sunday. Very, very nice too. What, are they diving in straight away at kickoff at 2 p.m? Oh, no. Sports Sunday. So many different names for these things, aren't they? Right. Sports Sunday. Is that right? Is that where I actually watch the game, or do I have to go? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. What channel's this game on? I'll stay on this one. Oh, I think we're going at like 5-2 across. Right. Anyway, let's have a look at Leeds and West Ham. So there is your Leeds 11. Meslier in goal. Ayling and Firpo are the fullbacks. I'm saying this so carefully because Leeds we almost don't know. We think we know what the strongest 11 is, but can't get it on the pitch this season, can they? So Strauick and Koch. So no Cooper or Llorente there, but Strauick and Koch, don't mind that. Obviously, well, we'll talk about the West Ham attackers who are very good in a second. Dallas and Forshaw, so still key for Leeds. No Calvin Phillips. Harrison, Click, Rafinha, and Dan James in the number 9 position. If you view Bielsa as only ever really playing one strategy, then you could, if that was a 4-1-4-1 like it has been for the most part, that would be Adam Forshaw sat in front of the back 4 and Stuart Dallas maybe in a more of a number 8 position than a number 6, with obviously Rafinha and Harrison on the wings and Click hopefully getting forward to support Dan James. But boy, they miss Pat Bamford up top, don't they, Leeds? We'll check the Leeds bench, being as we're doing this game as a watch-along. Klassen, Helder, I think he debuted the other week, didn't he? Kenne, Moore, Jenkins, Bate, McKinstry, Gray, Rodrigo. Goodness me, that Leeds bench is young, isn't it? Any experience at all? I mean, Rodrigo, great. But otherwise, anyone want to take Rodrigo out? The average age of that Leeds bench is incredible, isn't it? Main event, is it, Alistair? Thank you. Do you know what? I think I'm on the right channel. Then ready to go. Yes, I am. Good. Thank you, Alistair, for your help in the chat. Right, let's have a look at West Ham. And West Ham are good, aren't they? A good side, well coached by David Moyes, really punching their way in the league. Fabianski in goal. Soufal and Cresswell are the fullbacks. Diop and Dawson are the centre-backs, Lanzini and Rice. So no Souček. I think someone mentioned that in the chat. Vlasic, Fornals and Bowen. So one of our favourites, Ben Rama, is not playing. And Antonio, who's very good up front as well. So with my dearly departed hat on, would I be happy for Leeds to come away with a point? Probably. But you never know. Ariola on the bench is the sub-keeper for West Ham. Fredericks, Alese, Johnson, Masuaku, Perkins, Krull, Flex and Yarmolenko. So little bit stronger on the bench in terms of West Ham than Leeds. However, both benches not at their strongest. I think we would all agree on that one. Let's just dive in and see what Betfair have got in terms of odds for this one. Sorry, excuse me, bashing about trying to do about 10 things at once, as ever on a stream. We're about 3 minutes from kickoff, so hopefully Sky are going to get there in time. I'm sure their time is going to be impeccable, being the sort of setup they've got. Yeah, West Ham Leeds starting in 3 minutes. So our friends at betfair.com will give you 4 to 6. So West Ham odds on favourites, Leeds 4 to 1. So a Leeds Brentford double here. Can anyone do 11 times 4? 44 to 1. Or do they multiply? I don't know if that's how they just multiply the odds together. But look, very long odds for our two dearly departed teams. Leeds 4 to 1. On the odds on that, where's the odds boost? Let's have a look. Anything boosted, or is it all odds on that? So look, plenty of fun and games to be had over at betfair.com on both of the games here. As ever, please gamble responsibly. Only gamble what you can afford. 18 plus only. BeGambleAware.org. Right, I'm going to stick 0-0. Do you want to get some predictions in? How do you see these going? Can you give me two winners in terms of West Ham Leeds and Liverpool Brentford? Give me 2 winners in the chat if you can, or however you think those games are going to pan out, those two. Let me know your predictions. Isn't Ben Rama AFCON? Is he? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, Mark says he is as well. Shame, always like watching Ben Rama. Smith's 86. There we go. West Ham 3, Leeds 1, Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. He could be right, but not great for our dearly departed. Liverpool and draw for Anir. Is it time for Ivan Toney to start scoring the Premier League? That would be very, very nice too. Russ, is that the average age of the Leeds bench other than Rodrigo? That is incredible. Sky have gone with a 4-1-4-1 shape like we suggested. I think we're literally just going to jump straight in to the kickoff here. So we're going to be right in. Get more predictions in for me, Claire. Liverpool 2-0, West Ham 2-1. West Ham and Liverpool for Dave. West Ham for the other Dave, sorry. Callum, great day out yesterday. Yes. Come and join us at 7 as well, Callum, and we'll talk about that brilliant Coventry win in the review. Sean's gone for draws in both. Leeds defeat, sadly. Be happy with the draw. Yeah, I think so. 59 to 1. There you go. Quickly get in there now before kickoff. Nearly 60 to 1. If anyone fancies a Leeds Brentford double for the dearly departed. What else have we got? Yeah, 59 to 1. Thanks, guys, for checking in on that. 2 home wins. Liverpool heavily. Do I have to join you at 7? Come about 15:15, Daniel, and we'll finish with Bristol City. But no, be interested to get your insight on that. West Ham 2-0 again. Right, I can see the bubbles forever blowing, and we have kicked off. It is West Ham versus Leeds at London Stadium in the Premier League. A 2 p.m. kickoff. We are go as ever. I am watching on a Sky Sports TV feed. If you're watching on Now TV or on Sky Go or on a smart TV, you may be a little bit behind. So we'll give you a timestamp, hopefully 1 minute in. And we can all watch together. Most important things about these watch-alongs is you keep that chat moving. Keep me your opinions come in. Let me know how you see things panning out and your reaction to anything that has been happening. Leeds visiting West Ham. Let me just, because I didn't do it in respects of Leeds and West Ham, I will just flash up the upside for both clubs in the table. I'm going to give you a timestamp first. We're going to be at 1 minute. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Sync. We are at 1 minute in this one if you want to get properly lined up, as Stroik has his first duel there with Michael Antonio. It's just how the table looks, guys, for both of these. Leeds maximum upside today. They could jump up onto 23 points. Goal difference not good for Leeds, so they won't be going up any positions by my quick math. But they could tie our friends Brentford and Aston Villa, 3 dearly departed teams in a row there. West Ham could go within 1 point of Liverpool, up in 3rd position. He does do a fine job, David Moyes, doesn't he? Goodness me. Keep your comments coming and we'll try and get a feel for this one. West Ham attacking down the left-hand side. Cross comes in looking for Antonio. Stroik was touch tight, and I think it's going to be a goal kick, isn't it? Vlasic cutting inside, trying to curl it in swinging. Sorry, I'm just getting it sorted on the other screen. Literally, just I had my hair cut this morning. Thank you for all the lovely compliments. And we've just been for a dog walk as well. So literally just got in the door. So not organised the best. Firpo sticks that down the line for Harrison. Good first touch by Harrison. Nice soft feet by him. Firpo back to Harrison. Firpo again. Click. Going to cross left-footed, looking for James. Cresswell on the cover. Former Ipswich player. Get that in early. Gets that clear. Lewis, great to hear from you. 13 points from 5. Yes, Derby are in championship winning form at the moment and they are off the bottom. Well played. Derby is all anyone's saying at the moment. And let's hope the EFL can get things tidied up for a new buyer to come in there at Derby. Referee Dean today with us, always a popular one in the chat. I like him personally. Last game I saw him do live, I think it was a couple of years ago. I don't think I've seen him since. He was excellent, I have to say. Can make it click for Leeds, hopefully. We're leaving my bias at the door, of course. In comes the free kick from Firpo. Ailing actually got across the front of his man there. He glanced ahead. It would have had to have been a hell of a header to score from there. But he got in there ahead of his man. The ball drifts wide. And it's a goal kick to West Ham United. Brentford Onyeka also off at the AFCON. Plenty of very strong players missing at the moment. Ewan, bottom of the Premier League, got interesting. Oh, yes. Watford played Burnley and Norwich this week. Derby stuff, yeah, it's going to central government now, isn't it? Just needs sorting out, although I've said about that, it just needs sorting out for forever, haven't I? Good start by Bees. Where can you watch that? Where is Brentford Liverpool being broadcast? I wonder. 4.5 minutes into this one, absolutely nothing in it. No attempts on target yet. I suppose you would say Leeds were edging it, but we're talking 51-49 in terms of power in this game. And I tell you what, we know about West Ham. They can happily just sit in there and then pick you off as and when they decide. Very good at that, aren't they? Rafinha to Dallas, back to Ailing. Antonio closes down. It's back to Meslier and with Stroik. 9-1 Liverpool, West Ham win, both teams to score. Good luck, Claire. Dan James is a winger, not a striker. Not today, he's not. Mag Gibbs, he's a striker. But I know what you mean. Yeah. More traditionally, we see him on the wing. Dallas tosses that down the line to Rafinha. Click, Rafinha. Leeds getting hold of the ball a nice amount at the start of the game. Cock, click, Rafinha. Rafinha, good play. Forshaw, click to Harrison. Oh, Harrison, too many touches. Harrison, puts it across the box. Blocked out. Excellent football by Leeds. Best chance of the game by far. I wonder, could Harrison take one touch here? No, he's closed down quite quickly. They're worried about bringing him down. He drives it across the box. It's just blocked in the end by Craig Dawson. Good stuff by Leeds. Started well in this game. They're just a better side, aren't they, I would say. And it's a corner to Leeds United. 6:30 on the clock. Strauch and Koch are forward. Ayling's decent in the air as well. In it goes right-footed. It's nodded back. A free header, actually, from the back post by Dan James. West Ham have cleared it. Back into the mixer. Dawson heads away. Koch heads back. Dawson boots it clear. Some high-quality goals in the Championship yesterday. Who's this douchebag in the comments? Haven't you heard of West Ham player's name yet, Jesus? Well, open your ears, dumbass. I think I've probably said all of their names, and don't comment on my appearance. What an idiot in the chat. There's always one, isn't there? Goodness me. Why not stick a basket beside your door? Look at this idiot. Let's just block him. Go on. Go somewhere else, mate. You're not welcome here. He's blocked. What an idiot. Deary me. Right, here come Leeds down the right-hand side. Cross goes over. Click. Closed down by Soufal. There you go. Click. Another chance to cross it. And Jared Bowen blocks it. Deary me. I love talking to football fans, but I also hate talking to football fans at the same time. Some of them are so snowflake, aren't they? You're commenting on a game where Leeds are having most of the possession, and some dumbass moans that you're not mentioning West Ham players. Get on the ball then, for goodness sakes. Deary me. In comes the corner from Leeds. Declan Rice is there on the near post covering, and it flips over the crossbar. 8:20 gone. West Ham 0, Leeds 0. Decent start by Leeds in this one. And for that ridiculous West Ham fan in the comments, 78% possession to Leeds. So if he wonders why I'm mentioning more Leeds names than West Ham names, that'll be why, Einstein. Deary me. Cock. Firpo to Harrison. Harrison down the line. Harrison crosses in. Diop clears for West Ham. Firpo knocks it back in. Antonio closes down Strauch. Here's Ayling. And he, in turn, is closed down by Fornals. How long can I keep up yelling out the West Ham players' names? I blocked him anyway, so he can't reply. Here is Ayling, who boots that one down the ground. And it's gone through the gap, actually, to Rafinha. Rafinha squares that one back. Click. Good save by Fabianski. It's knocked back onto Harrison, and Leeds have taken the lead. Leeds deserve this one as well. They're 1-0 up. 9 minutes in. It was a good save by Fabianski. Comes back out to Harrison, and it's driven into the corner by Jack Harrison. And you have to say they deserve this. I think it was Cresswell got caught out initially. He gets back to close Rafinha down. It's a good shot by Click. Forshaw's following in. He knocks it back. Harrison sticks it into the back of the net. And Leeds take the lead. West Ham 0, Leeds 1. The VAR will check it. Rafinha dives in. He doesn't touch the ball, does he? If there's any question of any offside stuff there. No, that's absolutely fine. To be fair, Fabianski gets a touch on that, so I don't think Rafinha would have even been offside in that regard anyway. As Antonio attacks. And Leeds lead 1-0. Here come West Ham now. They are going to have to step up their game. And it's with Declan Rice. Rice down the line. Vlasic crosses in. Strauick heads away. Helped on towards Soufal. And Harrison, who's started the game obviously superbly well and given Leeds the lead. And he knocks that one down the line and away. West Ham throw. They've upped the ante a bit, West Ham now, haven't they? Lanzini inside to Rice. And here comes Rafinha. He was in great form last season. I think he's talking Harrison. Yes, he was. Ignoring Ben. The real ones appreciate you. Oh, I try my best. It's just annoying, isn't it? When you're commentating on a game where one team's got 78% possession and a fan of the other team is such a snowflake that he's complaining you're not mentioning West Ham players when they literally don't have the ball. I mean, just ridiculous, isn't it? How fragile some of these football fans are. And then immediately it's get your hair cut, Jesus, blah, blah, blah. I bet he was bald as well. Oh, James, he comes in down the left-hand side and slams it over the bar. Anyway, I think I've got my internal angst out of my system at that buffoon. And we can move on with the game. And it's West Ham 0, Leeds 1. And yeah, deserved Leeds. Don't want to upset any more West Ham fans, but it's been a really decent start by Leeds in this game. Boom, boom. Great start by Leeds. West Ham need to sign another defensive midfielder. Lanzini looks lost. Middle of the park is a super highway. Are we talking about there's some space in there? Or that it's a bit pacey? Did I see Ward-Prowse free kick yesterday? Yeah. He's genuinely getting up there now with people like Beckham and Mihailovic and Juninho Pernambuco. Was that his surname, if I pronounced that right? As the proper free kick specialists. Incredible. Brilliant player, Ward-Prowse. Here comes Firpo for Leeds. And Craig Dawson knocks it clear. Strauick knocks it home. Calm down, Ben. Yeah, he got my goat, didn't he? Hey, I would love James Ward-Prowse at the Villa. I think a lot of teams would love James Ward-Prowse. They don't understand this channel's rules, yeah. And don't get me wrong, Peter. I don't mind on a Leeds channel or a West Ham channel. People only comment on Leeds or only commenting on West Ham, but that's just not what we do here. And to hold me account for something that we don't do it just really gets my goat. That one. How long do you think we'll keep scoring late winners? Well, Stephen, I'm sure you love scoring late winners as a Borough fan. You probably hope that you win more convincingly, but if you can't win convincingly, look, to be fair, Borough had lots of shots yesterday. We'll talk about it later in the review, but I'm sure it's lots of fun while it's going on, isn't it? Vlasic crosses to the far post, looking for Soufal. Harrison did well, actually, jumped right in front of him, didn't header it, and that put Soufal off. What is the need to sit on a bucket or squat at the side of the pitch? I don't know. He just strikes me, Bielsa, as a man of routine, isn't he? Big Dunk Ferguson and Leighton Baines taking over tomorrow at Everton. Interesting. Don't mind you get imagine that, Peter. Hey, I predicted a result wrong. I only do that about 6 times per weekend, don't I? What else have we got here? Liverpool getting into this game look more of a threat now with the bombing fullbacks. Those fullbacks are class, aren't they? Ridiculous. It's been 15 minutes and Ben hasn't mentioned a Fulham player once. Are there any ex-Fulham players playing in this one? Here comes Rice. Ariola's on the bench off the top of my head. He's an ex-Fulham player, isn't he? Sufal cross. Jack Harrison's having an excellent game. Gets the block on that. Firpo heads away. And Strowick boots it. Only David Beckham has scored more Premier League free kicks than James Ward-Prowse. And I tell you what, Beckham was amazing, but he got some practice, didn't he? I remember going to Old Trafford once when Beckham was playing, and he had about 10 free kicks in that one game. But yeah, he was class, Beckham, wasn't he? Ryan Fredericks, yeah, good call. There's another ex-Fulham. How many goals do you reckon Mitrovic will score in the Premier League next season? Here comes Rice. Rice into the box. Cock clears it. Sufal. Rice knocks it into the back post. Headed down from Antonio to Bowen. Really good cover from Firpo. And they get it clear, and Rafinha draws a foul. Mitrovic got 11 in the season, not the last season, the COVID season. I think in the right circumstance, if they keep attacking, I think he should be able to get double figures, maybe 15. And you would expect if Fulham do go up, they'd probably be in the bottom 6 around that area. So, yeah, I totally don't buy the myth that Mitrovic doesn't do it in the Premier League. Only Jermaine Defoe in the last 5 seasons in a team that's been relegated has scored more goals than Mitrovic. Mitrovic and Pukki both got 11 Premier League goals in teams that are relegated. So I think if you stuck them, stands to reason, you know, the closer you are to the bottom of the table, the worse team you are, the worse team you're playing for, the less goals you score. So, yeah, I think he'll do good. I think he'll be ready to go. Military official commentary, unreal yesterday. Could definitely get the playoffs. Iain, you legend. Congrats on 20k. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I will drink to that. A £5 super chat. Very, very kind. Yeah, I'm not really judging the last Mitrovic season because he fell out with Parker. There was the COVID breach. Fulham were rubbish, weren't they? And yes, put it this way. I think he'll get more next season than that. But we will find out. He's totally bossing it. Fulham never played to Mitrovic's strengths in the Premier League. It's an argument that Parker never really played to Mitrovic's strengths. And he still got, how many did he get a couple of seasons ago? Where is it on my list? 26 anyway, didn't he? He's already got 27 this season. So, yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to Mitro back in the Premier League by whatever means necessary. Great stat about relegated scorers. Well, I was trying to find out whether it was a myth or not about Mitrovic. And I don't think 11 goals I think he played 37 in a team that's relegated. I think that's good. You know, I mean, I don't know. You do your ranking however you like. Make that a top 10 team. And look at Bamford. He got 17 or something, didn't he? And I think that starts to look more like 15 or something. So there you go. Here is Click for Leeds. Forshaw bends that into the box, looking for Rafinha. Cleared out, and here is Rice for West Ham. Just in a tweet that is very true. Standing at the bottom 6 so poor in the Championship. Quality of the bottom 6 in League One is so much better. Do you mean the top 6 in League One? But yeah, not good down the bottom there. I just think often we do need to look at individual teams in terms of quality. Adam Forshaw is holding his left hamstring, and Marcelo Bielsa looks very stressed. Adam Forshaw has had a long time out. Let's hope. Oh, no, don't get injured again. Let's hope he's okay and can carry on here. Benny can't wait until... Oh, it looks like he's done. Oh, I hope Forshaw hasn't pulled his hat. Well, I hope it's a little tweak and not any kind of bad pull or tear, because he's had such bad luck with injury, Forshaw. To be fair to Forshaw, it was a hip problem that kept it out for the longest time, and he was definitely feeling his left hamstring. I genuinely think Mitro is as good as... Yeah, I do. I do too. I very much do. I think people jump on that. It's weird that people do that. They judge people by a strange standard that it doesn't often apply, really. Pookie blossomed due to early season hype. And scored most of his goals then. Yeah, he did fade. I wouldn't say blossom because of hype. I think everybody tailed off at Norwich, didn't he? I think he's a good player, but Pookie at Norwich very much relies on, well, he relied on Buendia and being fed through and, just had half as many chances and scored half as many, well, third as many goals in the end. But I do agree with Anna, he did tail off, didn't he? Oh, that's bad news. So Forshaw is out and Tjelta is in. He's walking off and he doesn't look. If he'd torn his hamstring, he wouldn't be walking off and his face wouldn't be as calm as is now. I think we're getting a double sub, actually. Tjelta and, oh, God, is Firpo going off as well? This is not good news for Leeds. Firpo was also feeling his leg. So what are the two subs going to be here? Lewis Bate has come on. I think Firpo's done as well. It was only Bate that came on for Forshaw. But I think Firpo's about to go off as well. So God knows who's going to play at left back for Leeds. Soufal crosses into the back post. Oh, Vlasic did well, actually. Recycled it back in. And now here comes Bate. Bate knocks that forward. Not the most auspicious first touch. Yeah, Pookie, 11 in 36. It's decent, considering they were well bottom of the league, isn't it? Keep fighting the good fight against the too good for the champ, terrible, and the Prem genius. It's a very, very easy leap to make, isn't it? Who put that comment in? Kasimish. I don't think you can judge a player on a single factor analysis of their numbers in the Premier League versus their numbers in the Championship. I think there's a lot of other factors that that go in that don't necessarily mean it's all down to the player, is it? Someone mentioned, there you go, Dwight Gale, which is probably a fair comparison. And yeah, Dwight Gale, okay, he didn't score in the Premier League, but look at the amount of games and the amount of chances and the teams he was playing in. Honestly, I spoke to, I know I mentioned him a few times, but David Johnson, the ex-Forest and Ipswich player, who was an absolutely classic example. And I actually asked him outright what he thought about that, because he had the same thing. You know, he scored tons of goals in the second tier, but if you actually look, never really got a hell of a lot of games in the Premier League. So I think sometimes people just get typecast in a certain. Antonio has just slid in. Referee Dean does well there. He pulls the yellow card out straight away. Declan Rice's reaction to that tackle was revealing there. Antonio overran it. And yeah, he slides in. To be fair to Antonio, he doesn't go in studs up. I know it's not in the laws. Over the ball, I know it's not in the laws. But obviously, that type of tackle particularly endangers a player. And the type Antonio did was just late. Probably closest to reckless, but I actually agree with referee Dean there that is a yellow and not a red. But Declan Rice looked worried, didn't he? Peter, your legend. $8.99 super chat. Thank you very, very much, Peter. Very, very kind. He's off to take his missus shopping. Enjoy it. You're $8.99 short now, though. So thank you so much. Here is Antonio. Great block by Stuart Dallas. Oh, God, he's going to end up playing left back, isn't he? Of course he is. And, yeah, all change, really, in this game now with the substitutions. Going to have another look at that Antonio tackle, are we? No. We're going to have a look at that Antonio chance. Ailing just got suckered in and he thought the ball had gone out. He's got his arm up. Play to the whistle, whether you're right or wrong there, Luke. and the shot block. It's an interesting debate, though, and I'm glad our level of chat is sensible enough not just to throw out barbs at players who've got very good numbers in the Championship and less good numbers in the Premier League. It's not as simple as that the player's not good enough. I really don't think it is. Claire, there you go. Look, 13 starts, 3 goals. Yeah, he's a goal in 3 guy in a team that's relegated, basically, is what we're saying about Mitro in the Premier League. And, judge that how you will. How many goals would he score for West Ham? There you go, in the chat. How many goals would Mitro score for West Ham? And yeah, how many does he score at international level as well? Plenty. Ewan, how many points will it take to stay up? I think 33. Yeah, it could be a low tide. What will happen is either one team will become average and stay up on 33, or we will get a point where lots of teams start, performing together. That does happen. All of a sudden we don't see any wins, and then the pressure goes on and teams start responding. But I think it'll be less than definitely less than 38. It'll definitely less than a point per game, won't it? I think this season. 2 stay up. Do you think Big Val is under pressure at West Brom? Yes. Yeah. If they're not in a viable automatic chase, he's under pressure, isn't he? Stuart, Newcastle fan. Mitro was only 20 when he played for the Toon. Did okay. Yeah. I would love to see, if they do go up, him have a good crack at it in a team that does attack, him not get injured, Fulham not be absolutely terrible. I think he'll score goals, won't he? And I mean, take most strikers. Okay, you'll get the odd example, like I just said, of Jermaine Defoe, who got 15 at Sunderland and went down. God, I think Ravanelli got, for Middlesbrough, got like 25 and got relegated, didn't he? But I mean, he was absolutely class, wasn't he? But yeah, take most players and put them in a relegation team. Antonio's gone down in the box. Corner given. My first instinct was that, yeah, nothing in that one. Let's have another look. Cut back. Yeah, he goes down a bit theatrically there, Antonio, but corner nonetheless. Sarcastic comment about Fulham has turned into a full Fulham chat. There we go. Joe, welcome in the USA. Thank you so much, Drew. Whereabouts are you in the US? Peanuts, how's the game been? It's been good. Leeds have got themselves into a really strong position and they've lost 2 players injured. So a little bit of a swinging narrative. West Ham are now just coming into it. Leeds were excellent for the first 10 minutes. West Ham are on top now, would be my view. Here comes corner swung in from West Ham. Oh, what a chance. That should have been 1-1. Craig Dawson holds his head. Declan Rice holds his head. I think Dawson got the final header. Oh, that's such bad marking, Leeds. What are they doing? He's completely free. Huge centre-half Dawson. Gets there on the near post. Real let-off for Leeds there. Oh, I assume it was Cresswell who put the free kick in. Really bad marking from Leeds, and they've totally got away with one there. Dawson knows he should have scored. I think maybe if Declan Rice hadn't jumped with him, I think he probably would have scored, wouldn't he? But Leeds have got to do better with the marking, else they will concede from a set play in this game. Not good. Not good. Andy Johnson scored 20 for Palace and went down. Yeah, he was a good player, wasn't he? Johnson. You do get the odd ones that do well, but in the main, of course, it's difficult to score goals in a team that's going down, isn't it? Someone look up for me. How many did Ravanelli get when Middlesbrough got relegated? Was that the first season he was there that they went down? I think it was, wasn't it? Did Middlesbrough get relegated with Juninho and Ravanelli in their team? How is that possible if they did? Goodness me, Lewis, if we stay up, Ben Rooney is surely manager of the year. You would think so, Lewis. The only thing that would stop him being manager of the year would be if Fulham do score 115 goals and have a 18-game winning streak or something. But maybe he'd still win it. But yeah, that would be an insane performance. I think if Huddersfield got in the playoffs as well, I think that would run Rooney close, but I think Rooney would still be the manager of the year. What else have we got here? Don't call him Andy. Hates it, yeah. Dawson crosses in. Cock on the cover, heads away. Tjelta, sorry, I got that wrong. He is playing left back, Tjelta. And he's won that. And Jack Harrison is really frustrating Sufal because every 50-50 he seems to won. Ravanelli, 17 and 35. Did he get relegated? He got another 8 in the Cups as well. Austin scored 18 and went down. Oh, okay. Look, maybe we should revise our opinions for Ravanelli, for Mitrovic, excuse me. That'd be a good video, that, wouldn't it? Most goals in a relegated team. We will look into that. Mike Shannon, top scorer in the league and went down. What a player he was. For Southampton. There you go, Ewan. He's got that one as well. Incredible. Another corner to West Ham, who are piling the pressure on here now. We could check in with Betfair. I suspect if we do the next goal betting, I suspect we'll find West Ham will be odds on in that line. Second goal, West Ham 5-2 on, Leeds 5-2. So we think it's far more likely. And they've got to defend this set play better. Got to. In comes the corner from Cresswell. No, they haven't. Oh, Leeds, what are you doing? Corner from the same player goes into exactly the same place. And Jarrod Bowen, what a player he is, heads it in. West Ham 1, Leeds 1. But I've got to be critical. 3 minutes ago, Craig Dawson, exactly the same corner from Cresswell. And it was a free header and he missed it. And I just don't get it. Dallas is marking Bowen. And Stuart Dallas has been a great player for Leeds and he knows it. Look at his reaction. As that ball hits the net, Dallas is on his back looking up at the sky. He knows he's lost his man there. And Jarrod Bowen heads in. West Ham 1, Leeds 1. And Bielsa will be so cross with that. That's just simple set play marking that Leeds haven't been able to do. Jarrod Bowen continues his tremendous form and tremendous season. One of our favourites in the Championship for Hull, wasn't he? And Bowen has got the equaliser, a 6th goal of the season. He's also got 7 assists. So that is a 13th goal contribution for Jarrod Bowen in the league this season. Well played, Bowen, but disappointing. I said about 3 minutes ago, if Leeds don't buck up their ideas on set plays, they will concede from a set play. What have they done? Conceded from a set play. 1-1. Get your comments in. Frustrating. If we've got Leeds fans in here, they're going to be annoyed by that, I think. And that will have been a fear as well when you come up against West Ham. 2 things. On transition and counter-attacks and set plays. They're the 2 big areas where you've got to defend, aren't they? And yeah, most frustrating. It was coming. They have to defend set plays better. Yeah, images that precede unfortunate events. Undeniably. Shinnie to Derby for 40 grand. To Wigan, excuse me. Oh dear. Tom, do you see Burnley taking Kiefer Moore from Cardiff? He doesn't suit Cardiff's current style of play. He certainly suits Burnley's current style of play, doesn't he? So, yeah, I could see that. We'll see whether Burnley have got that idea up their sleeves. Not even up their sleeves. Sky cameras have just gone on to Forshaw and Firpo, who were both in the game when Leeds were winning as well. Now they're both out of the game. Sean, Watford and Norwich and Leeds play Newcastle. Goodness me. Don't Burnley play Watford in midweek or something ridiculous as well? I think Watford have literally got Newcastle, Burnley and Norwich in a row. Is that right? Incredible. Strike. Knocked forward, headed out. Harrison to Tjelta. He's going to take the throw in, by the way. Sorry. Bate. Tjelta. James. Harrison. I think Harrison's played really well in this game, hasn't he? Harrison tries to pop the cross in and wins a corner. Leeds 1, West Ham 1. West Ham are the better side at the moment. Leeds now looking to react. There is Kinnear and Victor Orta and Radrizani, all the Leeds bigwigs in the picture I'm looking at on Sky. Rafinha takes the corner. Nice delivery, headed down, and that is the equaliser. Is Harrison onside? Yes, he is. It's not the equaliser at all. Leeds are back in the lead. I'll be interested to look at the offside on that one. But Jackie Harrison, we've just said, is playing so well, has just got his second goal. Let's check the offside. Was he on? Yes, he was. Miles onside. Miles onside. Harrison headed down by Ailing. Harrison follows it in and Leeds lead again. How about that? Great header from Ailing, who we said was good in the air. He nods it down. Harrison makes the run. And it's Cresswell again. Not tracking there. Cresswell, who set up the West Ham goal. And he's going to be on the naughty step there. And Harrison runs in behind. And it's West Ham 1, Jack Harrison 2 at the moment for Leeds. What an excellent game he's having. And Leeds United lead again. Odd game, this one, isn't it? With the injuries and the set plays. And perhaps Leeds there scoring a little bit against the run of play. Here they come again, though. Click crosses in. Dan James heads for goal. If he flicked that on, Harrison was in behind him. And the way he's played, he would have stuck it in the net, wouldn't he? Let's have another look at that on the replay. Could James have got a flick on? Absolutely he could. He's not wide awake there, James. I understand he would go for goal. He's playing number 9 in this system, isn't he? But goodness me, West Ham 1, Leeds 2. Boom. Oh, hello. Goodness me. Liverpool, Brentford screams 1-0 Liverpool. Still 0-0 at the moment. There, but we've had 3 goals in this one. It was Hull 0, Stoke 2 earlier on. 39 gone, and it's a Leeds throw in the left back area. There's the Leeds end. Bouncing about. I don't have the sound on, but probably we are the champions of Europe, starting up and going for about 25 minutes, knowing the Leeds away end. Or Sky TV is effing you know what. Especially when they're on Sky and they've had to travel to London. Here is Ailing. Knocks it into the channel. Diop comes across and clears. Here come West Ham. All lovely feed through. Here's Rice. Rice is in. He tries to go around the keeper. Good goalkeeping. Meslier there. He stood up really well. Rice apologises to his teammate. It was a lovely feed. Who put that through? Fornals, I think. Could be wrong, sorry. Melier did really well there. He stood up, drives Rice wide. And I think we probably all agree, if that was Jared Bowen going through, rather than Declan, don't get me wrong, with my England hat on, love Declan Rice, but Bowen, he would have been your man running in on that one, wouldn't he? Newcastle's last 4 games, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal and Burnley. Ouch. So we could get Newcastle Burnley on the last day of the season for survival, could we? Could both be gone by then. Could both be safe. One or other could be gone or safe. Is that all the options? Sufal giveaway. Here's Harrison. Harrison clipped over the top, looking for Rafinha. Good run by Rafinha. Is that handball? Rafinha looked like he controlled it with his arm. I think he's gotten away with it, or he didn't handball it. Be interested to see a replay of that one, whether it was his shoulder or his arm. We all know below the shirt sleeve, and you're getting handball. Throwing for Leeds then, Tjelta. He throws it into Bait, and I don't want to pile in on poor old Bait, but he's not really got up to speed yet since he's been on, has he? Difficult game to come into, I guess. Melier slices at that clearance. Tjelta heads it on. Here is Lanzini. That's a good point, actually, Anna. Very good point. Unless there's any kind of points record on for Man City, probably be in the Champions League final and resting players, won't they? Perfectly fair point, that. Leeds look more organised with Ailing back from injury. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Derry. Right. Corner West Ham. All Leeds fans are worried. All West Ham fans are excited here because last 2 corners from this side, West Ham should have scored and then did score. What's going to happen with this one? It was Dawson the first time. He missed the sitter. Bowen the second time. He blasted the header in. Cresswell's dropped the corner in exactly the same spot. Outswinger dipping in around the near post about 8 yards out. If I were him, I'd stick it in exactly the same place. Here it comes. Cresswell. He's done just that. Bowen again wins the header. He heads it over the bar. But I have to say, Leeds defending from these Cresswell corners has been really poor. That's the 3rd one in a row where there's been a header at goal with not much challenge on it, I have to say. West Ham 1, Leeds 2. Melier is going to take the free kick long. Sorry, the goal kick long. Down the ground, it goes left-footed. Dawson heads away. Diop chests down. Diop lobs it forward to Antonio. Strong from Antonio, but Ailing on his touch. Antonio's got it again. That's a foul by Cock. He might get booked for that, actually. Yeah. Referee Dean pulls out the yellow card. I think referee Dean's got everything right so far in this game. I hate to say. I know some of our subscribers find him a little ostentatious, but look, if he makes the right decisions, then yeah, it's a yellow, isn't it? Cock mistimes the tackle and cleans out Antonio, who himself is on a yellow card. David Moyes is just feeding some instructions on to Jared Bowen and Vladimir Sufal. I think about where he wants this free kick to go. Free kick's to the right. I think Bowen's going to swing it in left-footed, or is he a decoy? Leeds holding a pretty brave high line here. Where's it going? Sufal steps over it. Bowen puts it in flat. Stroke falls over. And it's a rubbish free kick. Out of play it goes for a goal kick. we are into first half stoppage time. We've played 30 seconds of it. And thank you, Callum. Thank you, Jamie. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. Very frustratingly for Brentford just before half-time. They got close to holding out Liverpool for the first half, but they're going to go in 1 down. If anyone can give me the goal scorer, that would be lovely. I would normally guess that it would be Mohamed Salah, but it's not going to be today, is it? Fabinho, thank you, Annie. Fabinho has given Liverpool the lead just before halftime. Liverpool 1, Brentford 0. And just as we found out, it pops up on my Sky broadcast. Rice, Soufal. We played 90 seconds of 4 minutes minimum stoppage time. Strauick oofs it away. Headed down by Lanzini. Diop's got it at the back. Leeds. I don't want to tempt fate here for our Leeds friends. Will be desperate to get in halftime 2-1 ahead. They just need to hold out for the next 2 minutes. Diop knocks it back. Rafinha doing some good pressing there, closing down Fabianski. And it worked because Koch wins the goal kicking there. That's good play by Bates. Oh, James. Rafinha. James is in now. James, huge chance. Oh, no. He's put it straight at the keeper. Why didn't he try and get that out of his feet and run away from his man there? Dan James is one of the quickest players in the league. He's miles onside. He has a really bad first touch. You have to give Declan Rice some credit there. He gets back and closes. But as soon as I saw that go to Dan James, you think, other than maybe Bowen, there's no faster player on the pitch here. And one touch out of his feet and he's clear on goal. Oh, that could have been 3-1 Leeds before half time there. I wonder if we'll be talking about that one at the end of the game. Goodness me, Lanzini. Cresswell pops the cross in. His volley goal was by Bowen blocked. Bate does well to win the header in the box. Koch now chasing away, clears. Leeds living a little bit dangerously. Here they come on the counter again. Bate well tackled there by Diop. There is something on the counter for Leeds, but they just don't look like they're going to be able to keep West Ham out at the moment. If they can just get Rafinha and James to combine. I'd like to see that James chance again. Goodness me. Just his first touch on his right foot didn't take him towards goal, and then he rushes the shot. It's like a last minute here, let alone last minute of the first half. Harrison plays it down the line, got about 5 seconds minimum stoppage time. Here comes James now into the channel, showing that pace. James into the box. James curls the shot just wide of the post. This is so open, this stoppage time. Goodness me, does Fabianski get a fingertip on that one? James, a far more difficult chance and a far better effort. I don't think Fabianski touched it. And I think it's going to be a goal kick. Dan James looks down at the ground because he knows he could have put Leeds 3-1 up there if he just got that first touch right. As it is, the half-time whistle has gone. West Ham 1, Leeds 2. Get your comments in on that first half. Very entertaining stuff. Leeds have played well, but given West Ham some really good chances from set plays in this one. Let's have a look at the numbers, and you can give me your eye test, your thoughts in the comments. 61% possession to Leeds, 8 shots to 6, 3 corners apiece, and that's big business for West Ham, the corners. 2 big chances apiece. My eye test tells me Leeds started really well. First 10 minutes, took the lead, Harrison. Leeds were unlucky with the injuries. Both Forshaw and Firpo went out. Tjelta and Bate came in. West Ham were then the better side, but still relied on set plays. Leeds got a warning from the first Dawson missed chance, and then Bowen scored the equaliser. And then Leeds kind of react to the goal and then score again. They give Bowen another chance from a corner, but Leeds then could have gone 3-1 up just before half-time if Dan James can just get that first touch heading towards goal. I think he's going to score, but his first touch, just the momentum stops and he ends up shooting from further out than he would have wished. Get your thoughts in on that one. What I will do is take a little look at the numbers in the Liverpool-Brentford game, which is also going on. And that looks very one-sided. Look, I haven't watched the second of it, but God, look at that. 74% possession, 10 shots inside the box for Liverpool, no shots on target for Brentford, 5 on target for Liverpool, 1 big chance, 1-0. Looks like, from just looking at those numbers without having watched a ball be kicked, Liverpool a very good value for their half-time lead. Get your comments in on either of those games. I'm just going to head over to our friends at betfair.com. We'll do the odds now, if I can actually work out how to use StreamYard in real time. Get your comments in, by the way, on the half times. So, betfair.com, match odds. Leeds are now favourites at 5-4 in this one with the lead. West Ham is still pretty close, 23-10. Next goal, West Ham odds on, say betfair.com, 8-15. Leeds 13-5 to score the next goal. If you think the game is going to stay 2-1, you will get 5-1. And of course, that is the same as betting on there being no more goals. Let me know where you think the value is in that one. As ever, please gamble responsibly and only bet what you can afford if you're going to go and have a little visit over to our friends at betfair.com. I believe Liverpool have gone 2-0 up, have they? Since we've been talking, let me check the chat. Anyone telling me? No. Betfair are saying Liverpool are 2-0 up. Can anyone confirm that for me? I might have to do it on my phone because I just closed the other screen up. Is it 2-0 now to Liverpool? Sorry, let me just double check. Doesn't appear to be. I don't know why Betfair have got 2-0 up on that. That seems to be an incorrect number there. So my apologies there. A ghost in the machine, I think, over at betfair.com. I think that would be more like 33-1 on for Liverpool if it was 2-0. Ignore that 2-0 it says up the top. We think it's only 1-0 from what anybody's saying in the chat. 10-1 on. You're going to have to bet 100 quid to win a tenner on Liverpool to win this game. Please gamble responsibly. The next goal, Liverpool odds on. Brentford 4-1. Anyone on a Brentford win, 35-1 for Brentford to win this one. Benitez sacked. Has that been announced? Has Benitez gone? I'm just opening Twitter right now and just seeing what is happening. Let me just type Everton into Twitter and see if we've got any kind of announcement there. I'm not seeing anything just yet. We've heard lots of strong rumours. Let's go to some comments. Get your comments in on the first half. Peter, greetings from Hungary. Welcome, Peter. Thank you for joining us. Sean, West Ham have too many wingers and number 10s on the pitch. Interesting take. Maybe they could do with a more dedicated number 8. I don't think Lanzini's been terrible, but I do take Sean's point there. John, I'm worried by the Leeds injuries. Harrison is a confidence player. Well, if he's a confidence player, his confidence is high today. I don't know about you lot. I make Harrison the man of the match if everything stops now. Any other comments on this one? And then we can get into some Q&A. I think, so Sky Sports News are going with Benitez having been sacked, I think. So get your reactions. Max, well, stop it. No one needed to hear that, Max. I'm going to read the last 3 words of that. Enjoying the stream. There we go. Whatever floats your boat, Max. If anyone's got a official source of confirmation, I'm sure you're all right and that Benitez will be sacked. But any official source there? We're just really waiting for Everton to confirm that it's going to happen. So we're just in the realms of waiting for official. Have Everton confirmed it? Let me just check Twitter one more time. Plucky's saying that's been confirmed now. I think we might as well just keep the Everton Twitter open here for the foreseeable future. He's right. There we go. Get your reactions into that. Rafa Benitez has been sacked as Everton manager. Let's just put a bit of focus on this now, guys. Rafa Benitez has been sacked. I'm going to read you from the Everton statement. Thank you for keeping across that, guys. Benitez departs as manager. Everton Football Club can confirm the departure of Rafael Benitez. Doesn't say a lot, guys. Benitez, who joined Everton in June 2021, has left the club with immediate effect. An update on a permanent replacement will be made in due course. Get your thoughts in. Rafa Benitez has been sacked as Everton boss. I'll give you mine quickly. I didn't necessarily think it was a bad hire. I didn't necessarily buy the idea that an ex-Liverpool manager couldn't be the Everton manager. Maybe I was wrong, given that it's not lasted very, very long at all. I was at Old Trafford, and I can't remember the date of this game, and I saw Everton draw 1-1 at Old Trafford, and everything was kind of okay at that point, and they'd had a pretty good start to the season. Calvert-Lewin was injured. I think Richarlison was injured as well. A few of their better players were not playing, and I think Benitez did start well, but it's really gone awfully, awfully downhill since. Let me just bring up the table. So you can see Everton are currently 16th. And I mean, look, 1 point in the last 4. But if we hone in, just take a look. And that's the screen. In fact, there you go. That game I was talking about was on October the 10th. And the following 7 games, Everton lost 6 out of 7. You can see they got that late winner, didn't they, against Arsenal. Was it Damari Graves scored that goal? But then, since then, it's been another 1 point in 4 games. So the form is absolutely terrible for Everton, and they've slid down the table. Let me know in the comments what you think went wrong for Rafa and where do Everton go next. Look, obviously, just because he's an Everton guy, all the links will be for Wayne Rooney now, won't they? Because he's doing a fine job over at Derby County. I don't know. I don't know whether it's still a big job, Everton. They seem to have spent tons and tons of money and not got anywhere fast, have they? So I do just wonder whether it would be too early for Wayne Rooney to go across there. I'm sure. And look, remember, betting odds are always a liability, not a probability. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of links. I think Duncan Ferguson will take it in the interim. But yeah, Rafa has gone. Maybe just wrong guy, wrong place, wrong time, wrong situation. I think if he'd had Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison from day one, there would have been a better chance that he would have survived longer. Although maybe it was just wrong place, wrong club, and not wrong place, wrong time. Let me know what your thoughts are on that one. Rafa has gone, no surprise at all. Big Duncan and Rooney. Rooney favourite for the Everton job. Getting Everton relegated will be Rafa's greatest achievement as Liverpool manager. Yeah, poor old Everton fans are going to have to put up with this agent Rafa stuff that fans like to do when a manager leaves a club and then doesn't do very well at a next club. Sad state of affairs. Don't like it when manager loses job, but it was coming. It was very, very much coming. Sean thinks similar style to Mourinho. Players aren't willing to play in Benitez style. Respond to their management style. So there you go. Quick bit of reaction on Rafa Benitez being fired as Everton manager. Rooney will probably and Duncan Ferguson will probably now be the favourites to go in, but we will see. Shame. He's definitely been a very good manager over the years, Rafa, with stuff done at Valencia and that Liverpool team who just came up against Manchester United with Tevez, Rooney and Ronaldo that season, didn't they? That was as close as he got with Gerrard and Torres to winning the title at Liverpool. But maybe the bloom is off the rose now with Rafa in English football. I don't know where he goes next, really. We will find out. So quick bit of reaction there on Rafa the Gaffer, sacked at Everton. And we'll clip that out and we'll stick that up on the channel later on. Ben, you got a mention on the square ball this week. Did I? What did they say? Let me know, John. Were they nice? I hope they were. Potter or Hasenhüttl to Everton. Yeah, I don't mind either of those shouts, Sean. Rafa Clare deserved more than 7 months. Maybe. We just had the same thing, Claire, with Paul Cook at my club. And there'll always be the argument, the what-if arguments. I'm not saying you're wrong, Claire, but sometimes the cord just has to be cut. David, can't see Rooney leaving. If he does, it'll be at the end of the season. Brucey and Big Sam, get them in there. Get them both in. Both in together. Steve Allardyce, you love to see it. Dave, Everton have spent millions with successive managers who have not progressed. What kind of budget would a new manager receive in this? Well, that's a great point. Probably not millions and millions and millions, will it? Brian, poor Derby, Jagielka, Shinnie, maybe Rooney out in January. We will see. Derry, didn't help Benitez that Duncan Ferguson was number 2. That's Everton's 6th manager. Oh, interesting point. Yeah. We'll see how that pans out. Darren, Brucey in at Everton. Right. Simon Grayson, Paul Cook, Paul Lambert, Mick McCarthy. Get all the names out. Right. Let's get back into West Ham 1, Leeds United 2. And we will take a look. Let's just go back one more time. Apologies. I'm sure you guys all understand. I'm partnered up with betfair.com. So we'll just take one more check-in and we'll get your predictions how this one's going to end up. West Ham 5-2 to win this one. Leeds 5-4. Leeds favourite. Obviously, they lead. Next goal, West Ham are favourites 2-1. Leeds 13-5. Please gamble responsibly and get me your predictions in for how you see this game finishing. Leeds are leading. Jackie Harrison is playing very well. West Ham look a big threat from set plays is all I will say. Get your predictions in for the second half. We are back now. It's West Ham 1, Leeds United 2. And here come West Ham straight away, all shot blocked from Fornals. Leeds have got that clear, but West Ham have come out attacking straight away in the second half. Get your predictions in. How do you see this one ending up today, guys? Interested to know. Can Leeds hold out, or will we be seeing a West Ham come back from behind in the second half? Thank you for everybody letting me know. We have covered Benitez now. So if you spool back, I can even give you the time code. 1 hour, 11 and 49 seconds. we spoke about Rafa Benitez. Lots of input from the chat as well. If you want a timestamp, let me know, else I won't give one. We're at 46:05, but I can give you a detailed one if you want to get everything lined up. Diop bumps that down the ground. Strowick. I have to say, touch wood, famous last words, Leeds have played Antonio fairly well, haven't they? Strowick's been on the front foot, and Cock, when he's been sort of passed on. Here is Cock, knocks that into bait. Strowick knocks it back. Here's Ailing. Ailing tries to play the channel there. That was more rugby, that one, where you just kick it out of touch to get a line out. Not that I particularly know the rules of rugby, but there you go. Back Rafa in this window, so slightly surprising. Yeah, they did sign a couple of players, didn't they? Fair point. Rafinha tries to put that through to James. Doesn't quite get the pass right. Yeah, you do wonder who signed those players. And if you're about to sack your manager, why spend, the thick end of, we think, about 35 million quid on a couple of fullbacks? Who knows? Because the director of football went from Everton very recently as well, didn't he? Here's Harrison. Harrison drills that in left-footed. It hits Diop and then bounces off Dan James as well. Ailing knocks that out. It's flicked on by Tjelta and out of play. At what point do we stop blaming the manager and start asking if there's something structurally wrong with Everton? Well, what normally happens, Ross, is that managers get blamed up to a point and then people start looking. But yeah, perhaps something wrong. Yeah, Marcel Brands was the previous director of football. He has gone. What did I make of Arsenal Spurs postponement? Do I have to go into that? I don't know. That's a hot potato, isn't it? All I'll say is it's a shame. Would have been a good fun game to watch on Sky Sports this afternoon. And hopefully there will be fewer postponements going forward. I'll say no more. In comes the cross from Tjelta looking for Rafinha. And it's caught by Fabianski. Remember, in this second half, Leeds have already had to use up 2 of their substitutions, haven't they? So West Ham will definitely have an advantage as the game goes around the 60, 70 minute mark in terms of probably being able to bring in 3 completely fresh players at whatever junctures they want to in order to go away and win this game. Remember, both benches look weaker than usual in terms of available players for David Moyes and Marcelo Bielsa. Sean, should you be able to play players you sign in January for games that are rescheduled for December? Yeah, I think so. I understand the argument, why not? But games get postponed for many, many reasons. And I think we leave the 2 things separate. And look, if a game was postponed nefariously, then, then we've got bigger problems than players playing in the rescheduled game. But not for me, but I get the argument that plenty of people are advancing, as Simon Jordan would say. In comes the cross from the left-hand side from Pablo Fornals. Easily gathered. 50 gone. Do you think Everton are too good to go down? Vertron. Yes, I do, actually. I don't think the entire bottom 4 is very good. Oh, here comes Antonio. Antonio into the box. Rice follows it up, volleys it, half volleys it over the bar. I think it's less about Everton and more about the fact that Burnley, Newcastle, Norwich and Watford are just scoring at such a low rate of points per game that it would take a big rise in tide of teams to go above Everton. West Ham missing Soucek and Nobleman, but I totally agree they're missing Soucek. Yeah. He's a fine player, isn't he? Antonio knocks it on. Fornals looked offside. Fornals into the box. Fornals hits the shot. It's 2-2. Will VAR have a look at that one? My first instinct was that he was offside. He's gone off to celebrate. He holds up 2 hands and says it's 2-2. Was he onside? Let's have a look. Iain cleared it first off. Rice puts it through. He's onside. This goal is going to stand. Fornals with the equaliser. I thought he was off. I was wrong. West Ham 2, Leeds 2. The equaliser has come. They just got a little bit out of shape. It's actually a good assist, that, by Antonio. He knocks it in. It's a very good first touch by Fornals, who takes the goal very well. Leeds just got out of shape when Ailing played that first ball down the line. And West Ham, we said, didn't we, set plays and transition. There it was, lightning quick transition. They're back up the pitch. It's 2-2. I wondered whether he was offside. He wasn't. He was onside, wasn't he? And it's West Ham 2, Leeds 2, 51:09. The goal time. And away we go again. I will just dive in with our friends at Betfair now. West Ham are odds-on favourites to win this game, 4-5. Leeds out to 5-1. Do you like that? Leeds have led twice in this game. They've gone out to 5-1. Let me know your thoughts on that if you think there's value in Leeds going on to win this game. 52 gone. West Ham 2, Leeds 2. Sky Sports are telling me West Ham, out of all of the Premier League teams, ranked 3rd for most goals scored in the second half. Commentator's eye. Well, I got it totally wrong, didn't I? So there you go. Great finish. West Ham's so good in transition. Yes, they are. Aren't they? I think you can stay up with 33. Yeah, I think it's going to be low, isn't it? Sean. Alfonso, just a rumour, but heard Everton are looking at Rooney or Corberon. Interesting. Here comes Declan Rice. Rice out to Bowen. Bowen crosses left-footed, looking for Vlasic, wasn't it? We haven't mentioned him for about 25 minutes, have we, on the back post? Dallas nips in and wins this one now. Comes off Rice. That's going to be a Leeds throw, isn't it? No. I was wrong again. Twice in 5 minutes. Foul by Dan James on Diop. And a bit of a breathless start to this second half. Excuse me. Here is Declan Rice. Plays it into Bowen. Bowen back inside his own half. Knocks it off to Soufal, who gives it away. Strauch's got it for Leeds. Cock. That wasn't a difficult ball, actually. Tried to play it down the line. Excuse me. Sorry, it's Helder. My apologies to Cock. I'm making mistakes left and right here identifying players, aren't I? He's trying to play it down the line and stuck it straight out of play. Vetron, do I think Newcastle's signings can keep them up? At the moment, no. At the moment, it depends on the others being bad. They've still got to improve, haven't they? Pattern of play. And I think there's still be at least 2 more signings go into Newcastle first team, let alone the squad. Don't think Potter would go to Everton. Don't think he wants a relegation race. Yeah, we'll find out. Brighton does look a better bet at the moment for a managerial job. Here comes Rafinha now. Nice looking transition this for Leeds. James has got Harrison outside. Poor ball by James. But Harrison has got it nonetheless. Harrison. First cross deflects off Soufal. Harrison again inside. Harrison puts the cross in. Dallas arriving on the back post. I say Dallas was arriving. James was in the 6-yard box and it just went over his head as well. Harrison, who we've praised a lot during this game. Oh, that's a good cross as well, isn't it? Right into a dangerous area. stood it up nicely, and Dallas just arriving. Couldn't quite get that on target. Possible Marcus Evans takeover and Hoyle's revelations about preventing admin. Not sure Carlos will feel secure at Huddersfield. Proper striker puts that cross away. Probably right, Sean. Probably. They would have a completely different mindset on that than good old Stuart Dallas, who is, well, he's probably played every position for Leeds, but we can't really call him a striker. 26,000 fans have signed that position. Yeah, get involved, petition. If you want to try and help out Derby get things moved forward. Petition going around on Twitter at the moment. Bowen tries to run Ailing. Helder. Harrison. And Helder clears. Logan, Harrison, man of the match. Yeah, I agree so far. Dallas is a good player, so underrated. Not here. Absolutely not here, Paddy. No, we've been praising him for a good 2.5 years, Dallas, I think, haven't we? Into the box goes Fornals, crosses. Vlasic was winding up, and there is the not underrated on this channel, Stuart Dallas winning the header. Although it's given away now. Click against Vlasic. Vlasic turns inside, tries to put the cross in. Here's a prediction for you. Vlasic will be the first West Ham player to get substituted. There's a prediction for you. I just think he's meandering in this game. Here is Diop. Harrison. Isaac would sign the petition if the Derby fans hadn't abused Billy Sharp. Look, obviously, Isaac, you're entitled to sign a petition or not sign a petition based on whatever grounds you like. All I would say is from the video I saw, that was one Derby fan. I know there's some tit for tat that goes on between Billy Sharp and Derby, but I suspect if you asked Billy Sharp, does he want Derby to get liquidated, he'd probably say no. But it's anybody's right to either sign or not sign a petition. So I respect that view, even though it wouldn't be my view. Any more comments here? Jake, never expected to get anything out of this game. If we lose, there's still plenty to be optimistic about. It's not over, Jake. Leeds have got 2 goals in this game. Probably should have had a third as well when Dan James nearly went through at the end of the first half. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha puts it across the box. Harrison for the hat-trick. Harrison, he's done it! Oh, what a performance by Jack Harrison. He dinks it over into the net. He's played brilliantly. And Leeds lead 3-2. It's a lovely goal for Leeds. They keep getting themselves in front. And it's a brilliant performance by Jack Harrison today. He's got the hat-trick. He dinks it in with the left foot. Rafinha got the ball high up the pitch. It was given away. Good pressing by Stuart Dallas. Lovely ball by Rafinha. What about the finish? And what about the performance from Jack Harrison, who's been brilliant? Hat-trick Harrison. West Ham 2, Leeds United 3. Woof. What a great goal that was for Leeds. They lead 3-2, and I need to calm down before I lose my voice. Harrison puts the hat-trick in. He's been absolutely brilliant today, Harrison, hasn't he? What a performance. And on the hour mark, Leeds lead 3-2. Isaac Harrison is a class player. He's been brilliant today. Hasn't he? There you go, Jake. There you go. Wow, woof, boo, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a prediction right. Off comes Vlasic and on comes Masuaku. Maybe I wasn't sticking my neck out. Looks like Masuaku. Sorry, I really have blown my vocal cords out there. Looks like he's going to play front left, is he? Where Vlasic was playing. Sharp is a ledge, no matter the rivalry. Absolutely. Vlasic off. There you go. It was coming, wasn't it? Here come Leeds again. Great tackle by Declan Rice. England's Declan Rice. They've won it back again, Leeds. Rafinha, and that's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Lanzini. Referee Dean agrees with me again. Lanzini yellow carded. Leeds pressing really well there. And Rafinha, who put in the perfect pass, gives away the foul. Free kick to Leeds United, which I think Rafinha will be very, very interested in. The Brazilian has been Leeds' go-to guy for goals this season, although Jack Harrison stepped up today with a hat-trick, hasn't he? Here comes Rafinha. Rafinha over the wall, hits the bar. Oh, goodness me. If Leeds don't win this game, they've now hit the... Oh, Fabianski's done that. He's so close from Rafinha. Yeah, look, Fabianski moves, and then he's done. He's just looking. He's a spectator on that one. Unlucky Rafinha. I think it hit pretty much where the post and the bar meet there. Unlucky. What a game this is. Goodness me. Here is Fornals, closed down. Fornals gets it back. Bowen. Bowen's got it again. Bowen curls left-footed. He came in off the right-hand side. I mean, he's having a great season, Bowen, but that was, even by his very high standards, that was ambitious. Wasn't it? Lots of yellow cards. I've got a... I'm behind referee Dean today, Sean. I think all of the yellow cards he's pulled out have been perfectly fine. Declan is Irish, really. I'm claiming ownership, Paddy. He can play in the England midfield all day long. Looks like Rodrigo's about to come on for Leeds. 63 gone. It's been a great game, this, hasn't it? West Ham 2, Leeds 3. I believe, unless anyone corrects me, it's still Liverpool 1, Brentford 0. Cresswell heads away. And Dallas hoops it down the ground. Diop heads clear. Leeds wanting to get Rodrigo into the game. I wonder who Bielsa's going to take off. And that is very embarrassing for Lewis Bate. And I hope... I feel a bit badly for Lewis Bate, actually. He looks very embarrassed. And I hope there's some good man management goes on here. Because the substitute has been substituted and Rodrigo has come on. I feel very uncomfortable for poor old Lewis Bate at the moment because he was struggling in the game. And the sub has been substituted. He's sitting silently on the bench. Please, some senior player or member of staff at Leeds needs to go and talk to Lewis Bate, who looks... very, very in need of a little bit of an arm around the shoulder, I think. Hopefully, I mean, look, maybe he just needs a little bit of time to process being subbed, but uncomfortable moment there for poor Lewis Bate. But Rodrigo is on. Here is Diop. Cresswell. He didn't look injured to me, Iain. I don't know whether he's injured or not, but looking at his facial expressions, it looked. Oh, you're saying he came on due to an injury? Yeah. Okay. It's just never nice to be hooked when you're subbed on. Yeah, fair point. Fair point, Iain. I get you now. I thought you meant he was injured coming off, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. 66 gone. West Ham 2, Leeds 3. Stuart Dallas taking his sweet time to take this throw-in. Isaac can see this ending 3-3. You would be surprised. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right making this point. Maybe he was going to come on whichever way round. Yeah, fair point. It'll be no consolation to Lewis Bate for the next 10-15 minutes, won't it? There's Jack Harrison's shot map. I think he's had 4 shots and scored 3 goals. What a performance by Harrison today. Not just the goals, by the way. He's just been very, very good, hasn't he? Very neat and tidy. He's got back and covered Sufal, the right back. And unless something miraculous from another player happens, he's going to be the man of the match here. Here is Rodrigo. First touch by him. Rodrigo turns inside. Poor first touch by Rodrigo. He's given the ball away. And here comes Declan Rice. And here come West Ham on transition, which means danger. Masuaku back to Rice. A brilliant feat by Rice. Just accelerated away from 2 Leeds players there. Great player, Declan Rice, isn't he? Throw in to West Ham. Cresswell puts it in. Dallas clears. Diop. Looks like Yarmolenko is coming on for West Ham. So I suspect we're going to get some kind of 2 up top, because I don't really think he'll take Antonio out, will he? Here is Antonio on the ball now, trying to run Stroud. That's a good play by Stroud. Very good. Tracks him and makes the tackle. David Moyes is just giving some instructions to Yarmolenko. Pablo Fornals has come out. So whether Yarmolenko is just going to play in the 10 position nominally and try and get forward and support, or whether they'll just literally go 2 up top. 2-0 Liverpool, I am hearing. Thanks, guys. Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. Oh, here's Masuaku. Dallas got badly sucked in. Masuaku into the box. Poor ball, though, trying to cut it back for Yarmolenko. Rice crosses in and Harrison heads away. Oxlade-Chamberlain, thank you, Anir, has got the second goal for Liverpool. It's Masuaku. Dallas is just having a bit of a hard time at right back at the moment, although he gets a toe end on that one and pops it out for a throw-in. As we approach the 70th minute, West Ham 2, Leeds 3. And Liverpool, as we said, are just gone 2 up against Brentford. Earlier on, it was Hull 0, Stoke 2 in the Championship. Here's Masuaku. Lanzini to Bowen to Masuaku. Good defending by Leeds. Good shape. Bielsa just prowling up and down, yelling at the players on that right-hand side for Leeds. Here's Rice. Yarmolenko. Nice turn by Yarmolenko. Oh, tries a little feed through. Strauick, who's played well, cuts that one out. Here's Tjelta. Strauick clears into the channel, looking for hat-trick Harrison. Lanzini. Bowen comes short into his own half in the centre circle. Cresswell now. West Ham turning the screw here. Good bit of possession. Strowick again, body to body with Antonio, and he's won that duel again. Strowick, who seems to be improving as the game goes on. Tjelta doesn't look out of place in this Leeds team. No, not so far. Most of Bielsa's reign, they haven't had a left back, have they? Which of the 4 teams do I think will stay up? Newcastle, I think. I just think money will talk in the end. And will Leicester ever play another game of football again? No, absolutely not. Here comes Rodrigo. Rodrigo comes inside, has his shot blocked. All that opened up. Ant's been quite entertaining on Twitter talking about Leicester players going to the darts a lot, which has been amusing me anyway. Rafinha, low shot by him, actually hits Dan James on the way through. Inadvertent block by the Welsh, let's say striker, winger, playing as a striker today. Rice, nice take by Rice, and then he gets fouled by Rodrigo. Rodrigo is just, and I'm not saying he's playing badly, but just ever so slightly off it at the moment since he's come on. Not quite up to speed. Newcastle need to win 7 or 8. Yep, I agree. Or it could just be a rank low total. And someone down the bottom will survive with, as you guys are saying, 33 points or something. Rafinha now down the right. Rafinha against Diop. Rafinha's beaten him now. Into the box comes Rafinha. Rafinha, can he get the cutback? Yes, he can! And it's 4-2 to Leeds. Matcat sticks it into the back of the net. Rafinha gets away down the right-hand side. And Leeds go 4-2 up. Well played, Leeds United. A 4th goal. Click puts it into the back of the net. And Leeds are 2 goals ahead at West Ham. West Ham 2, Leeds 4. Rafinha with another assist. What a performance this is turning into by Leeds. Goodness me. Thoughts on that, guys? Rafinha dances past Diop, sticks it into the back post where Click is arriving. Real composure by Rafinha. And Click finds the back of the net. Ooh. Oh, no. That hits Rodrigo on the goal line. Has VAR checked that? Oh, no. They're going to disallow it, aren't they? Rodrigo is on the goal line. I think it's going to be offside. Let's have a look. Oh, no. I think he's going to be okay. Diop may just be playing him on. It definitely hits. Oh, does it go? No, it doesn't go in off his arm. So it hits Rodrigo just on the hip. They're going to need to draw the lines on for the offside now. It looked like Diop's right foot was playing. It's been disallowed. Yeah, it's been ruled out. Oh, dear. Bielsa sarcastically sticks his thumb up. I am going to change my 4-2 to a 3-2. And I assume it's been disallowed for offside. I said Rodrigo was just off it since he's been on. He's in the way there, wasn't he? And if Leeds don't win this game now, I'm sure Matt Click will be having words with him. I haven't seen the line drawn on the pitch yet. In terms of the VAR output. But if he's off, he's off. And, yeah, you can't be stood on the goal line and the ball deflects in off you. It's a tough one. But if he's off, is all I will say. Liverpool 3, Brentford 0. No doubt there. We'll still, look, I'll reserve judgment until I see the lines on the pitch. But if it hits him and he's offside, he's offside. There's not really much to it, however frustrating that may be. Yarmolenko completely cleans out Dan James. Yellow card again. And Cruel, yes, he may have only just been off. Yeah, it's unlucky, isn't it? And it's oh dear. But if you stood on the goal line and the ball hits you on the way in, you're offside. I still just want to see the lines. Could Rodrigo have just done that and got out the way? If he does, it's a goal. No doubt about that. But yeah, I got excited all for nothing then, didn't I? Damn. I apologise to my vocal cords. Rafinha, who's playing well. Strauick's playing well for Leeds as well. And obviously Harrison's been outstanding, hasn't he? Another free kick for Rafinha. He hit the bar with the last one. Rafinha into the wall. Here's Ailing. Ailing drives forward. Ailing to Harrison. Harrison to Rodrigo. Rodrigo to Harrison. Lovely little dink by Harrison. Tjelta puts it in. Oh, James was on the near post. Tried some kind of back heel there, didn't he? I think Jared Bowen's gone down. Leeds have put the ball out. Bowen, yeah, I agree with referee Dean again. You could lip read him saying his head's down there, that it wasn't a high foot. I think Bowen got a little bit of a kick in the head, but I actually agree with referee Dean that yeah, if you're going to stick your head in right down low when someone's playing the ball, it's not a foul, is it? It's not. Remember, that foul is given for dangerous play, and yeah, that's not how dangerous play works, by putting yourself in a dangerous situation, is it? Minamino is the goal scorer for Liverpool. Liverpool 3, Brentford 0. Ailing, switch of play. Harrison give and go. Harrison crosses in near post. Dawson clears. Harrison again. Rodrigo, lovely ball by Rodrigo around the corner. Click back heel. Give and go. Harrison's got it again. Same pass into Tjelta. Sorry, Click, excuse me. And they've got it clear this time. Feels like the proper Leeds again, does it, Ben? Have played well, haven't they? They're still rubbish at defending set plays for part of the first half, Jake. But it's been a decent performance now. But look, West Ham are good, aren't they? And there's 10 minutes of normal time to go. The camera's on referee Dean. We still haven't seen the VAR lines drawn in. Oh, hang on a minute. Then we may not need the lines. The goalkeeper might have been ahead. So there might not have been two players ahead. So I'm confusing myself again. We might not need the lines drawn in. There might have only been one player between Rodrigo and the goal, in which case he's definitely offside, isn't he? Masuaku tries to cross in. Blocked by Dallas. And it is going to be out for a throw. Come on, Leeds. We've shown West Ham today. We've even got 15-year-olds on the bench. Absolutely. Is that... it's a relation of Eddie Gray, isn't it? Archie Gray, who's the 15. Is he not 16 yet? He must have been a very young 15 when he was on the bench against Arsenal. Antonio over by the corner flag. Plays it off Rafinha. It's going to be a throw-in. And Antonio looks like he fancies hurling this one into the box. He's just stood back behind a steward. Oh, Paddy, you are so right. I haven't plugged hitting the like button. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already. Antonio tosses it in, all flicked on at the near post. It's come loose. Good save, Melier. Oh, what a save by Melier. But Yarmolenko follows it in and the flag is up. So I think I might still be saying, what a save, Melier. Let's have a look at this. So throwing goes in, flicked on. Bowen hits the shot. Sorry, Sufal hits the shot and then Bowen is offside once the ball comes back to him. So if Melier doesn't make the save, I think the goal would stand. I don't think Bowen was in line of sight trouble there. So it's a good save by Melier. And then I agree with the linesman. Once he does save it, sorry, it's Sufal who hit the shot. Bowen is then offside. It's a good weekend for the dearly departed so far, isn't it? Just, hey? Just poor old Brentford letting us down. They're 3-0 down. Look, Liverpool away. Okay. Cresswell throw in, 82 gone. West Ham 2, Leeds 3. Dallas takes the throw, gets it back. Click. With a very theatrical fall down. I hope he's okay. And I'm not disrespecting his honour there. Click's probably going to get booked now. He took the ball away from Lanzini, screaming at the linesman. Referee Dean's not booked him. He's watching on. Little wink. Oh, dear. What a character. 83-12 on the clock. West Ham 2, Leeds 3. Big boot down the ground. Held by Masuaku. Diop slides it in to Masuaku again. Excuse me. Dave, any more chiropractor appointments booked? And he's probably seen me adjusting my neck every 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I can't afford to go every week. It's too expensive. So I think I've got one. I've got one next week. I can't remember. They'll email me. Rice charges forward. Antonio, left side of the box. Antonio knocks it back in. Masuaku. Antonio tackled by Rafinha. The way Antonio runs off, I think that came off him last. He keeps it in, Antonio. Does well, puts the cross in, and Strauch did not need to play that, but he does. And they've got it away eventually, Leeds. It's up to halfway, and Dawson has no option other than to knock it back into Fabianski. 84-30 on the clock. West Ham 2, Leeds 3. Obvious statement, but West Ham are so dangerous they don't give up. Yeah. One transition, one set play, and they'll score. They're quite finely tuned, West Ham. They do miss Ben Rama, though, don't they? In my opinion. Maybe biased with my championship hat on, but given away there by Leeds. Lanzini tries to knock it forward. Rice toe ends it on to Antonio, who seems to be pulling out left-hand side a lot since Yarmolenko's come on. Crossed in. It is, who was out on the back post? Sufal. Heads it goalwards. Ben watching his real team. When you replace that Ipswich scarf with a Leeds scarf, then there will be my real team. But no, I love watching Leeds. Very entertaining since the Bielsa era began. Oh, no, Dave, go to the chiropractor, I promise you. It's one of those things you delay, and then when you do it, you're like, why did I delay that so long? Kevin Nolan is just having a word with one of the West Ham bench. Forgive me, I didn't recognise him. Must be one of the youngsters. I'll send you one, mate. Would you believe, Robert, I was at the Leeds versus Derby playoff semi-final, which Leeds fans don't like me mentioning, and they gave everybody a scarf on your seat, but I gave it to a kid because I thought, look, he'll appreciate it far more than me. So I did own a Leeds scarf for the 15 minutes while I sat with it on my lap. Here is Rice. Oh, yes, that Villa away game. That remains, Jake, one of the best football matches I've ever seen in my life, that, genuinely. I don't know if you were there, but incredible. 86:40 up on the clock. Here comes that West Ham sub. Forgive me, I did not recognise Sonny Perkins, who has come on for Issa Diop. He doesn't look like a centre-back, Sonny Perkins. Apparently he's a left-footed midfielder. 17 years old, so we wish him the best of luck, Sonny Perkins. Is it his debut in the league? Looks like he's played it. Sorry, I'm just on the sofa score on the other screen. No, he's never played in the Premier League. So good luck to Sonny Perkins. 17-year-old Premier League debut. Harrison feeds that one down the line. Fullbacks going into a back three. I haven't checked, Sean, but that was my first reaction. It will just be a very attacking three at the back. Perkins is playing up front, actually. Bowen's pulled out to the left and Antonio's gone to the right. And Perkins has gone right down the middle. Referee Dean's got his yellow card in his hand. And I don't know who's been booked. Dan James has been booked. Why? I think he left one on probably Soufal. I didn't see. Oh, no, he left one on Lanzini. Fabianski. And again, for those people that like to have a pop at referee Dean, and if he gets something wrong, I'll call it. He's not got anything wrong today. Put it that way. Cresswell with the corner for West Ham. Leeds have not defended these well. In it comes... Oh, West Ham first contact again blocked. Big hand ball shout from some of the West Ham players. VAR will have a look at that. The ball is still alive. Floated into the back post. Dawson kind of knocks it down. Cresswell's still up from the corner, but on the right wing, he knocks it into Antonio. Antonio cuts inside. Antonio, a little dink, leave that. And out it goes. We need to see a replay of where that header hit. Sky have got us sorted here. Soufal heads it, or does he? Dawson heads it. No, that's Tjelta's got his back turned arm not really an unnatural position, and with his back turned and it being 1 yard away would have been one of the harshest penalties football has ever seen. So I don't think we have any problem. And I'll reiterate, I have absolutely no problem with any of the officiating in this one today. It's been really good so far. Dallas, fearsome 50-50 there with Bowen, and he wins it. Click knocks it on. Harrison, who is one of the fittest players you'll see, is still pressing, having scored a hat-trick 89.5 minutes into this game. Oh, here's Bowen now. West Ham on chases. Bowen tries to slide it through to Antonio. It's cut out, and Ailing knocks it into Rafinha. Heavy touch by Rafinha. Rare bad first touch by the Brazilian. Here comes Masuaku. His cross deflects. Meslier dives on it. Falls like every goalkeeper in world football would. Leading 3-2 with 89 minutes 57 gone. 4 minutes minimum stoppage time. Sounds about right to me. Held up by the fourth official. And we are a go in stoppage time. West Ham 2, Leeds 3. 4 minutes of minimum stoppage time for Leeds to see out. If they cannot concede in this, they will win this game. Jack Harrison has unsurprisingly been named man of the match. Don't think you'll get many people disagreeing with that one. Big clearance forward by Fabianski. Looks like Diop Diop. Dawson is playing virtually up front now. It's Hoyt forward again. Bowen is trying to chase in behind. Good pace by that. Great shoulder charge by Dallas. Real old school stuff there. Perfectly fair. Just outrun, got his body in the way. Well played. Here comes Lanzini. There's a very clever foul there by Antonio on click, which I'm sure we'll be looking at if they score from this. Well played, Rodrigo. He pokes it away. And here comes Harrison. And Leeds will just want to keep this ball and get as far away from the West Ham goal as possible. What is James doing there? It's knocked into James in the front. And he tries some kind of back heel. It's given away. Here is Lanzini. Antonio back to Lanzini. Lanzini in the box. Leads with plenty back. Lanzini switches the play. Good ball. Yarmolenko hits the shot. Good save by Meslier. 91-49 on the clock. Really good play by Lanzini, that actually. Picked out a really clever pass there. It's a good chance that actually for Yarmolenko. Really opened up for him there. 92-7 on the clock. Soufal brings down the goal kick, clears forward. West Ham, it's attack v defence now. West Ham have just got everyone forward. Either West Ham will create a big chance by, getting a knockdown or just sheer pressure, or Leeds, who have won the free kick actually here, will be able to counter-attack. 92-30 on the clock. Rodrigo, given away poorly by Tjelta. And West Ham have got it back. Here's Declan Rice, who's such a great driver from central midfield. Here he comes. Rice all the way into the box. Great play by Rice. Dallas back and gets a little foot in. 92-54 on the clock now. Lanzini, and it's one back. And here comes Rafinha, who is heading for the corner, I suspect. Rafinha slows down his dribble. Given away. No foul on Rafinha. Antonio tries to run Dallas, who tried to foul him. And yeah, that's the right call. Dallas had no intention of playing the ball there. And West Ham have a free kick. David Moyes says, hurry up. 92-25 on the clock. Leeds have got to get first contact on this. Oh, it's taken quickly. Wide awake from West Ham. Here comes Antonio down the side. Antonio cross deflected. Oh, what a miss. What a chance for West Ham on the goal line. Jarrod Bowen chests it over the bar. I don't know why he hasn't headed that into the goal. Why didn't he header it? It's a really good free kick by Cresswell. Rafinha's even standing on it, trying to stop him. Antonio does everything right. Cross deflected. Why doesn't he header it in? It's a miss of the season contender from Jarrod Bowen, who tries to chest it in. He literally just needs to nod it into the net. It's an incredible miss by Bowen, who's a great player, but why didn't he header it? And that is full time. Leeds get the win, but a lot of people are going to be talking about an incredible miss by Jarrod Bowen right at the death there. Just, I don't know why, just loses his bearings. Should just header it into the goal. Great game. Great win by Leeds. Please hit your thumbs up button before you go. Well played, Strauick, who shakes hands with Antonio. He played him well, actually. God, can I remember all that happened in this one? Harrison leads the lead after a great start in the first 10 minutes. Leeds have two players go off injured. West Ham then come back into it. West Ham have a really good chance from a set play and then score from a set play. Then Leeds, kind of a little bit against the run of play, actually, at 1-1, go 2-1 up. Harrison gets his second goal. What a match he had. West Ham start the second half well, and they do get the equaliser. God, I can't even remember all the goal scorers. Now it's Fornals. Nice finish from him after Antonio prodded it through. Great transition. And Harrison, the best goal of all his three, slipped in by Rafinha. And it's a brilliant performance by Jack Harrison, who dinks it over Fabianski. And he is walking over to the Leeds fans now with the match ball. excellent game by Harrison. He gets the hat-trick and Leeds get the victory 3-2. In the other game in the Premier League, it was Liverpool 3, Brentford 0. Not quite so good for our other dearly departed side. But there you go. Take a look in 15th place Leeds. And I've been moaning at Leeds all season for not getting over a point per game. They've done it. 22 points from 20 games now from Leeds. They were obviously on 19 earlier today. It's a great win for Leeds. West Ham, look at that. 4th in the table. Leeds have won away at 4th place, West Ham. Brentford are in 14th. Leeds catching up to within a point. And Liverpool go into 2nd, but they are 11 points behind Manchester City. Right. I need to calm down. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Sorry, loads of comments coming in, but I need to go to the toilet and I need to go and wet my whistle before I lose my voice. Thank you, everybody. Really enjoyed the stream. Great win for Leeds, and it's a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.